The Presidential Commission of Inquiry has instructed the Attorney General's Department to look into the legal provisions in relation to a witness being contacted by certain parties before giving evidence. Sofiq Farsan has more.
The Deputy General Manager in charge of Treasuries at Pan Asia Banking Corporation, Ranjit Aruna Benedict Dias, provided evidence before the Commission once again today. On Wednesday, when he gave evidence previously, the Commission instructed him to inform them that if anyone tries to interfere with his evidence or his ability to give evidence before this Commission. A question was posed to him today, and he informed the Commission that on a day after a consultation process with the Attorney General, his former chairman Nimal Pereira, and then on the 30th of June, Arjun Aloysius had contacted him over the telephone, and he believes that these phone calls were attempts to prevent him from revealing the truth before this Commission. Taking these facts into consideration, Justice Prasanna Jayawardena informed Acting Attorney General Dappula de Oliveira to look into the legal provisions available in relation to certain parties contacting a witness before he gives evidence at the Presidential Commission of Inquiry. The witness, Richard Aruna Benedict Dias, said after the Newsfirst reports on Pan Asia Banking Corporation acting as an intermediary in bond transactions aired last week, people at PABC, including himself, had several concerns. These were relating to his own reputation and that of Pan Asia Banking Corporation. On the 30th of June, Arjun Aloysius, the owner of Perpetual Treasuries, had telephoned the witness and pleaded to meet with him. This was a month after he had given a statement to the CID officers assisting the Commission. The witness had thereafter met with Arjun Aloysius and expressed his displeasure over the situation. Richard Dias stated Arjun Aloysius had assured him that if he is forced to leave PABC, there will be an opening for him at Perpetual Treasuries Limited. When asked why he visited Arjun Aloysius, the witness said he wanted to know if Nimal Pereira, the former chairman of PABC, had mentioned anything to Aloysius, and he himself had many personal concerns. Aloysius had told him the next 2 weeks would be crucial, and Aloysius wanted his support. This was because they believed the Commission's tenure would end in that time. In the following days, when the witness was involved in consultations with the Attorney General's Department, Arjun Aloysius called him 3 times. The witness had ignored these calls. On the 4th of July, when the witness was leaving the Commission premises, he had received a call from his former chairman Nimal Pereira. Nimal Pereira assured the witness that if he is to leave PABC, there will be an opening for him at a firm owned by him. The witness testified that he believed both men had offered him jobs to prevent him speaking the truth about the intermediary role played by PABC. What is interesting to note is that most of these calls had not come through conventional lines, but via instant messaging application WhatsApp. The AG's department noted that it was done because the service provider would not be able to record the conversations and in order to avoid detection. It came to light that after the bond auction on the 29th of March 2016, PTL had issues surrounding the intraday liquidity facility. The witness, Richard Aruna Dias, was called to the residence of then PABC chairman Nimal Pereira, where Arjun Aloysius and CEO of PTL, Kasun Palisena, were both present. PTL had proposed for PABC to enter into a buy and sell transaction so that PTL could settle payments. The witness noted that it was an unacceptable process and highlighted that it was a massive risk that would have to be borne by PABC. The witness had informed them that when he was asked to do something irregular by his previous employers, he tendered in his resignation. The witness spoke on the loans granted to Country Kitchen Lanka Private Limited, a manufacturer and exporter of confectionery products. 2 loans had been released by PABC, 15 million rupees and 10 million rupees for the construction of a 4-story showroom premises, of which the first 2 floors would be given to Royal Ceramics Lanka PLC. The salient partner of Country Kitchen is listed as Saman Kumara, who is also a senior officer of the EPF. Royal Ceramics PLC at the time was under Nimal Pereira. Richard Aruna Benedict Dias testified that all intermediary transactions performed by PABC were upon the instructions of former PABC chairman Nimal Pereira and Arjun Aloysius. He revealed that when PABC refused to follow the instruction at one particular occasion in 2016, Arjun Aloysius called the witness and spoke to him in a threatening manner.